And Jim, it's not just this international tour that you've got on the books, but on March 7th, before we know it, The Queen of the Ring is going to be in theaters.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited about this. We now know that, man, what a cast of characters. Jack Pfeffer, if you're not familiar with that name, boy, he was one of the more interesting figures in wrestling history. And he's played by one of my favorite actors in this movie, Walton Goggins. We've also got Camille from AEW playing June Byers. Tony Storm from AEW is going to play Clara Mortensen. Trinity Fatu is going to play Ethel Johnson. How about the sensei from Karate Kid? You've seen him on Cobra Kai. Martin Kove, he's in the movie, as well as Britt Baker, who's going to play Debbie Nichols. But Sam Mushnick, the old NWA commissioner, is going to be played by Jim Cornette. And we've got a trailer. Let's take a look.
Oh, honey.
I had a bad dream.
Only dreams that we make come true are real. We're gonna wish away all those bad thoughts.
1, 2, 3.
I promise you, my son, our lives together will be special.
Where's your little boy's father, anyway?
Mister, I ain't gonna marry no circus freak.
He done let me over this.
Billy Wolf! I'm really curious to see what you can do with her.
You barely know him.
He's the only man that's ever believed in my dream.
We got a job to do tonight. You go out there, you wrestle your heart out.
Maybe we can headline arenas. I know that we can.
I want to talk to you about putting 2 of my girls on your card.
My main event is heavyweights and then main.
Why would anyone want to limit the spectacle of competition based on gender?
Looks like we're cleaning up every night of the week now. It's got me thinking, Billy.
I want us secure as equal partners.
Then do what's right for business.
Honor the deal or we shoot.
You will do what I say, or you will find yourself cleaning toilets in some arena after my show comes through.
Mom, all the tickets you 2 ever sold had your name on them, not his.
Mr. McMahon.
How can I get a guarantee that my ladies can wrestle in the state of New York?
Let's show them how we do it in the South.
Come on, Mom, get up. Remember. 1, 2.
I'm actually the highest paid female athlete.
In Washington?
In history.
Holy cow, what a trailer, man. That's getting you fired up right there, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. You know, the Mildred had a working relationship with Leroy McGurk, my first boss. Leroy told me all kinds of stories, which I shared with Ash Avildsen, who put this thing together. And that's why I'm one of the executive producers. But the backstory, and I don't know how closely we cover that, but the backstory was Billy Wolf had his son start driving Mildred. And that's not all the son did. Billy wanted Mildred and the son to have sex so that Billy could, continue his dalliances. Billy loved the women, and Mildred was just one of many that he serviced. I remember I asked Mae Young about it, and she said something along the lines of, he had a big dick, but he couldn't get it hard. And I was kind of shocked by that Mae would share that intimate information with me, but it's a hell of a story, man. She was a single woman. That's wrong, Connie. That's truth. And the Connie's shaking there. He's jiggling when he's giggling.
I just, listen, I never know what to expect when we click record, but I've heard all those words before, but I've just never heard them touch on a podcast, you know?
I'm sorry.
No, I love it. I'm not upset. I'm not throwing the flag. I desperately wish we had a Blue Chew sponsorship this week. I could easily transition right now. I mean, you've done all the heavy lifting for me, but I'm fired up for the movie, Jim. That trailer was badass, man. I hope you're proud of that. You should be.
I'm very proud. They've done a great job with it. It's a hell of a story. Single mom, no money, but had a great physique, like an athletic physique. Had, you know, you saw those double bicep posters that she did were pretty amazing. I always thought that Mildred was the model, for lack of a better term, of the double bicep pose during the war. Be strong and all this stuff. We can do all this together.
Yeah, we can do it and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So she was something special and tough. But the psychology of this, you know, having Mae Young there as her policeman, making sure that she didn't get killed by some the same thing that Luthez told me back in the day. He had guys go into a territory, somebody would sneak a little stiff stuff on him so that if they could be the champion, they automatically raise their level of pay immensely, change their life. If you could shoot and beat Lou, that never happened. And I asked Lou, I said, what did you do about that? He said, I found them, and they found themselves in a double wrist lock, and they quit screwing around. It was a brutal world. It's totally unlike the sports entertainment that we all enjoy today. It was some real shit, and so they had to protect Mildred because she was the golden girl. She sold the tickets, and that's all that mattered. So she lost 50. She had to put up 50 grand to go to the NWA meeting that McGurk arranged. McGurk got the 50 grand, as I understand it, for the alliance. And then when she got there, they had no time for a meeting. She just lost $50,000, and that's a lot of money in any era. But then it was a tremendous amount of cash. So it's got a great story, and it's all true. I think wrestling fans will love it, especially if you do a little bit of online research. You'll find out that it's you'll understand it better. But it's a hell of a show. I think it's a sleeper, and we might be able to do some real good business with this thing. So it's a hell of a movie. I've seen the movie, and I was astonished. I'd love to see it again. So I'm proud of it, and it's probably the only movie I'll ever do in my lifetime that has this much texture. It's real. So we'll see. But it's I think that's coming out in March. Is that what you said, Conrad?
March 7th. Yes, sir. I know my wife and we're going to be at the movie theater that day watching it. We hope you guys will be too. Queen of the Ring, man, coming out March 7th.